Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Chin up, chest down. The prophetic words of Boosie in regards to Diddy after he received his federal sex trafficking verdict in October. Yeah, Boosie believes that Diddy went out bad. He said went out bad. Give me a thumbs up if you agree. Thumbs down if you say, nah, man, Boosie overreacted. I'll give you a few moments to think about it. Okay, time's up. Listen, fam. Men, we're in a very, very peculiar situation here, you know, as men. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You're damned if you don't show emotions. You're damned if you do show emotions. You're weak if you show your emotions. You're weak if you don't. Or you're too strong if you don't show emotions. Can't win for losing. Would I have fallen to the floor crying after a verdict? Would I have fallen to the floor crying after a verdict? No. No. Under any circumstance, no. I'm not doing it. I would not do it. You already got me. You got me where you want me at. You're giving me this sentence. I'm not gonna give you even more satisfaction. And that's whether you show me favor or disfavor. Whether you give me a bunch of time or no time. I'm not hitting the floor, bowing down, crying. Chin up, chest out in regard to that. I absolutely agree with that piece. I know some of y'all be like, man, see, that's the problem with our community. You know, we don't show enough emotions. Yeah, I think we show a little bit too many emotions at times. A little bit too much emotions at times, right? So I don't think that's what's wrong with our community. I think that we do too much of that emotional stuff. I do believe that there is a time for a man to cry. I mean, something would have to be wrong with you if you are not capable of crying. Something has to be seriously wrong with you. But I think what happens here is, I could be wrong, but I think what happened here is, over the last couple of decades with these talk shows, maybe two or three decades, with these talk shows and these blogs, there's been like a propaganda machine at work to soften men up, you know, try to soften us up as much as you can. And I think some dudes just kind of like went overboard with it. Oh, I can show my emotions now. Here we go. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying, it seems like a targeted effort here to soften men up. And the trip part about it is, a man can't win. If he softens up, you know, he may get taken advantage of, or he's perceived to be weak. If he's hard, then he appears to be insensitive and someone who could easily be triggered and could trick himself out of his position in life, whether that be his freedom or his actual life. Can't win for losing. But I'm pretty cool with this. I'm pretty cool with the firm part of manhood. I'm pretty cool with that. I'm not breaking down under any circumstances. If I was in the unfortunate position of having my life threatened, somebody had a gun to my head, I'm not begging. I'm not begging because that person already got the power to do whatever they want to do anyway. So why beg and they blow your brains out anyway? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm not begging. I'm gonna stand 10 toes down, and that's how it's gonna go. I'm not going to give them the benefit of doubt. Again, don't get me wrong, fam. I'm not saying that a man is not supposed to cry or a man shouldn't cry, but there's a time and a place for everything. One place I would not cry is in that courtroom. I'm not crying, unless I was putting on a show. You dig what I'm saying? Now, if I'm trying to act like I'm crying and put on, but I got too much pride though, fam. Like, I ain't even that smart. I'm just not smart enough to cry, put on the show and cry hoping for mercy. I'm not even that smart. I would just, hey, do what you gonna do. Because in my mind, people gonna do what they want to do anyway. Those judges, most of them are devils. I said most of them. Most of them are devils, and they are devils advocates. And they come there to give you time. They come there to wreck your life. They come to put you away, to make your life difficult, put you on probation, revoke probation. This is what they do. They are in position to make your life difficult. So every now and then, whether it be via an attorney, a good attorney, or just to draw the luck, or just somehow, some way, God came from the heavens and just touched that devil on that one particular day for that one time or whatever, just touched him for a moment. Perhaps they had a moment of clarity, a moment where they showed some type of empathy. And in this particular case, maybe my case is the one that they do that. Or maybe they maintain their streak of wickedness. And however it go, the way I think is that you do the best that you can do, and then you leave the rest up to fate. That's the way I rock. But I'm not gonna be doing all of that begging and bowing down and all of that stuff. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Diddy went under the table. We don't have any video of it. I think we only have the drawing of it. But it looks like Diddy is under the table. I'm not doing that. I wouldn't do it in an empty room. I'm just not that good. I'm not that good of an actor. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it in an empty room. If it was just me and the judge, I wouldn't do it. If the judge said, you know what, I'm gonna need you to bow down and go under the table. I need to see you broken. And then I'll consider reducing your sentence. Or I'll give you a break and not sentence you at all. Or I won't sentence you to prison time. But I need you to get on your knees and get under that table and cry. Go ahead, man, take me. Because I'm not doing it. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.